Hi, my name is Kevin Darty, and I'm here standing today at the foot of the Washington Monument at the U.S. Department of Agriculture. I'm here in Washington, D.C. for several meetings, and I thought I'd give you a close look at what goes on beyond the barn door as we take a look at what goes on with agriculture. I'm here in Washington, D.C. for a couple of meetings, but think about how the USDA involves Illinois and Illinois agriculture. Founded in the 1860s by President Lincoln, the Department of Agriculture originally started out as part of the Patent Office. But Lincoln wanted to establish something that would raise it to a more prestigious elevation. Although it wasn't raised to a cabinet level position until a couple of years later, the USDA was supposed to represent the People's Department, the closest part that represented the people. Now, if you think about that as we're approaching election time, you might be wondering what connections to agriculture our current politicians have. Well, when the signers of the Declaration of Independence first were announced, most of them had direct ag connections, including farmers. Washington and Jefferson both were farmers. You'll have to ask your parents if they remember President Jimmy Carter, who served in the 70s. He was our last president with a farm connection. And what does the USDA do, and how does it impact you? One of their first major acts had to do with animal quarantine, keeping animals who were sick out of the food stream for the general population. In 1905, President Teddy Roosevelt actually established the Food and Drug Administration as part of the Pure Food and Drug Act. And most importantly for you, the Extension Acts. The University of Illinois Extension serves as our land-grant college under the Morrill Act that's part of the USDA. Additionally, the Hatch Act and the Smith-Lever Acts make sure that the extension and the knowledge gained by research scientists at the United States Department of Agriculture through our land-grant universities, like the U of I, actually reach the people. So in your county, you'll find an extension agent that can help farmers or others about things revolving around agriculture. Today, the USDA is led by Secretary Tom Vilsack, an Iowa native, a former governor of Iowa, and they have a budget of roughly $25 billion with a B dollars. However, those funds don't typically go to support farmers. However, they do go to support farming initiatives, but most importantly, the U.S. Department of Agriculture is now a food department. Most of that money goes to support food and nutrition policies, including the SNAP program to help people who are food insecure to make sure they gain food, and you'll even see some USDA products showing up in your school cafeterias. That's another look at Beyond the Barn Door.